Welcome to the final unit, Unit 12 of Christianity and Social Work. I'm standing in front of a blighted and abandoned apartment building. In communities like this, landlords from outside of the neighborhood often buy up properties and hold on to them without fixing them up. What happens then is you get parking pads like this one that are cracked and have weeds growing through it. You have buildings with boarded up windows. The buildings are out of commerce, but it does little to the landlord, who really doesn't care that much because he doesn't even live in the community. What it does is it makes the community an eyesore. It makes an eyesore in the community, and it leads to perception of the community as being a place of disorder and abandonment, places where crimes can thrive. Now, when you have communities with beautiful new houses or well-maintained old houses, that sends a message that this is an organized community and crime does not take place there. This is an eyesore, but it's owned by somebody who doesn't even live in the community, has no stake in the community, and frankly doesn't care what happens to the community. This is one of the challenges of doing social work in the inner city. By the way, in this section, you're going to read canon sections on healthcare, incarceration, politics, prostitution, and sex trafficking. You're going to read Christianity and Social Work, chapters 21 and 22, the final two chapters. You're going to watch Life Facing Bars, a gang prevention documentary. You're going to watch A Story of Hope in Angola Prison. The story of how the Baptist Seminary worked with Angola Prison to bring about transformation. Your seminary and the worst prison in the nation. You're going to watch Progressive Evangelical Politics with Jim Wallace, a guy who proclaims that being a Democrat is not anti-Christian and being a Republican is not pro-Christian. Something to really think about in this era where the right and the body of Christ have become aligned in people's minds. Is really the only place for, the only party for Christians, the Republican Party. Jim Wallace calls that into question. You'll participate in the discussion board for Unit 12. You're going to participate in the Picha Kucha Forum, which is the discussion board for Unit 12. You all have by now uploaded your Picha Kuchas, and you're going to watch each other's presentations and comment on each of them, just like a regular discussion board. You're going to take the Unit 12 Quizlet, and you are going to take, at the end, the final exam. The final exam is going to be based on all the materials from the midterm to the final that were presented in the different Quizlets. So you'll have a large portion of your exam accounted for by those. I'll ask you two essay-type questions to get you to do some critical thinking, and those will represent 40% of your grade. So the multiple choice, true-false matching, that kind of stuff will represent 60%, and the two essay questions will be 20% each. So be ready. There'll be a study guide provided under the final exam section in Blackboard. I also want to thank you for taking this course. You have done a marvelous job this semester, and I'm really excited to have been your professor. I hope it's been educational. I hope it's been enlightening. I hope your eyes have been open to some new things. And most of all, I hope you walk away with a sense of how to integrate your faith into the practice of social work. Because really, what the world needs is people of faith, people who love Jesus and are committed to the kingdom, who are also committed to doing social justice. Unless we become those people, the field of social work is relegated to non-believers, many of whom come from a materialistic, cultural, materialistic view, and who don't honor the gospel. We need to do a better job of infiltrating the field. And so I'm glad that you took this course, and I hope that you go on to do great things in the field of social justice and social work. God bless. Bye-bye.